Hi Aquarius, welcome to your new moon in Virgo reading for September 15th, 2023. New moons bring in new cycles, and this is supposed to be a really happy new moon. It's supposed to be super positive, and so far it has been. I'm really happy about that. The direction this reading is going in is happy success. There's a lot of energy being putting into your consciousness here. You're being conscious of happiness and success and putting a lot of energy and power behind that. And that should work out very, very well for you. That's really nice. So that's the direction the reading is going in. Let me see where you are focusing for the next 2 weeks. Your judgment. I think this is an important card. So on the card it says freedom, rebirth, fresh start, renewal, life purpose. I like that. It's like epiphanies. It's things that wake us up. It's the clarion call. We get this information, we hear something, and we're like, yeah, I'm a new person. Now I get it. The quarter drops. I figured it out. And it does. It reawakens us. It can help us to feel that where we belong in the earth, what our purpose is. It's really a wonderful, wonderful card. And it can bring renewal and reinvigorate a situation that may have not been doing so well or may have fallen flat a little bit. But it's a great card. Okay, let's see what's happening with you, Aquarius. So far they've been really good. Okay, so new cycle. Looking at things from another perspective while your situation is kind of in limbo, right? Things may not be in your hands at this moment or at the start of this new moon. That'll probably change, but this always gives us the opportunity to see things from another perspective. This is the tree of life. This is Odin, who gave his eye for knowledge. So there is this sort of feeling of sacrifice, and that may just be time and effort. It doesn't have to be a physical thing, but your time and effort is a big sacrifice, right? Not doing something is a huge sacrifice, or letting things play out or waiting for the right timing. It's a big sacrifice. We are people who want to do something about it, and we're not really taught timing or allowing. We're really taught to be proactive. But there are times when we have to it's not in our hands, right? No matter how hard we try, it's just not in our hands. But that's changing. The Eight of Wands is swiftness, it's movement again. It can be a lot of conversation, but it's all your thoughts and plans and hopes, not all of them, but some of them, that might be going forward now, that might be moving swiftly. This definitely brings in some communication that you may have been waiting for, or signs and signals that you get that are saying, okay, now it's time to move. Moving forward swiftly and all in one direction, right? Everything is focused. We're nice and focused now. How are you behaving? You're the Page of Cups. You're acting like a Pisces. So, this is very go with the flow energy. This is an expansive energy, especially with the Eight of Wands here. It's emotional, but it's intuitive and psychic and otherworldly. He's talking to a fish, right? So otherworldly. And what do you have with that? The King of Cups. Wow. So you're all water in the next 2 weeks. You can be highly intuitive, highly psychic. This is actually very interesting because this is also associated with water. You have 2 water cards here with the element of water. And the Page of Cups is somebody who can have some insecurity and be emotional. Check the water behind him, right? But the King of Cups gets a handle on his emotions. He is the calm in the storm. He's the master of his emotions. So that may be something that you needed to experience and learn. And that can be the sacrifice, or, sacrificing your time or your efforts in order to understand how to get a handle on your emotional world. Interesting. Okay, the Empress. Abundance. This is the quintessential female. This is creation itself. It's creativity. It can be pregnancy. It can be important females in your life. It's the mother card. Perhaps you want to get pregnant with a water baby. Perhaps you already are. Maybe you're giving birth sometime in possibly for some in February, March, or June, July. But yeah, yes, I'll keep it at that. It could have been something that you were very emotional about. It can be a creative project because this is high creativity. Oh, my battery's running dead. Okay, so let's let's move along then. Knight of Cups. Oh wow, is an emotional offer. Goodness. You might be in love. And this may or may not be with a person. It can be with a creative, artistic endeavor or something like that. But this is an offer of emotion. Knight of Cups is an offer of love. And you may have just met the right person, right? Wow. I don't do that. I'm kind of careful when it comes to love readings and stating the obvious, but this kind of feels a little bit like love to me. You have the High Priestess here, which again gives you that intuitive psychic energy. These are things that are going on behind the scenes, right? So again, that sacrificial kind of energy. You may not be letting on to what your creative project is, or that you are pregnant, or you're fertile. I mean, the Empress is fertility. Keeping things under wraps, keeping things secret, but they're moving, right? They're definitely moving with that card. And then we have agitation and conflict, but it can also be cooperative efforts here. So I do feel like during this time there can be some agitation or conflict, but you're keeping your emotions in check. And even if it can get a little bit out of hand, because the Pisces card can let their emotions get away with them. In fact, that's how they feel things out, really. But the King of Cups pulls it back in. He reins it back in. He gets a handle on it, uses it properly. There's a proper way to use your emotion. And that Five of Wands is definitely like we're building something together, and everybody may have a different way of doing it. That's the Five of Wands. But we all have the same objective in mind. Okay? Nine of Swords. Timing is important here with the Nine of Swords because we're under a blanket of stars. It's a little bit of the same energy. So you may get so far and then you have to wait. You have to pull back, or you're worried about something. So for some people, they can be worried about a mother, a female, an important female in your life, grandmother, pregnancy, fertility, creative ideas. You can just be worried about it. And again, that goes along with this kind of card as well. These two cards here, the King and this, because there are some unstable efforts around it. But this is letting the thought get away from you. It's letting the thought have a life of its own. And it may or may not be true at all, but there's worry behind it. I'm going to pull one more for that. You get what you want. It's a wish that comes true. Don't let your mind get ahead of you or away from you. This is a great card. Okay, it's just the planets playing out right now, or it's your overactive mental energy. Keeping the King of Cups, and remember, you have happy success here, okay? And and the Judgment card, so it's your thoughts, your judgments that can kind of steer the wheel here. And remember, everything should be focused in the direction that you want it to go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this has been a card that keeps coming out probably in every reading so far. Progression, but you're at the very first stages. So we can be planning, we can be discovering new things. There's indecision and holding back as a negative, and hesitation as a negative, which I could say can be this card and this card. But again, you get your wish. There's happy success. Things are a little bit under wraps here, but as long as you keep your emotions stable, right? master of your emotions, then this agitation, this conflict, whatever that's happening here, can be more cooperative. Okay? All right. Thanks for listening. I'm sorry I don't have so much time. My battery's running out. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the new moon. It's going to be a good one. I'll be back in 2 weeks with a full moon reading. And please like, share, and subscribe. If you found this helpful, I would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.